Welcome to Biblical Study instructional videos. I want to think with you about Paul's use of a specific grammatical form of the word autos in spiritual ministry at Corinth. There's a density of his use of autos as an identical adjective in verses 4 through 11. They're highlighted here on the right-hand side, the CSB, bringing this across as the same in each instance. Notice here, Esis de charismaton esin. There are different kinds of gifts, ta de auta pneuma, the same Spirit. There are different kinds of ministries, verse 5. Kai ha autos kyrios. Here we recognize this pattern set up, and it's completed in verse 6. We again have dieresis here as in verse 4, and in verse 5 all the way across here, different kinds of gifts, different kinds of ministries, different kinds of workings. Ha de autos theos, but the same God is the one ha energon ta panta en passim. It's the same God working all things in all individuals. And this is the theme of 1 Corinthians in unity that Paul brings up at beginning with his ecclesiological statements in chapter 1 and verse 10. And now in ministry, it's the same Spirit, it's the same Lord, it's the same God, and perhaps even a Trinitarian formula here in verses 4, 5, and 6, the same one working. This continues in verse 8. We'll continue just the latter half of the verse. Allah de logos gnoseos katata auta pneuma, but the word of knowledge according to the same Spirit. Another pistis ento auto pneumati. One has the word of knowledge. Another has faith, but it's the same Spirit. It's the same Spirit, and all of this down to verse 11. Ponta de tauta energe, but he is working. It's the same one working, the one and the same Spirit. Ta auta pneuma, and made even further emphatic by ta hen kai here. And one and the same Spirit is distributing these gifts and working behind them. We have this phrase over and over, the same, the same, the same in the CSB here, and many English translations pick up this identical adjectival use of autos here and spiritual ministry. In the midst of all the diversity in Corinth and all of the platform that could be available to individuals, it's the same Lord, the same Spirit who's working in them. The identical adjective here, and theology and ministry in Corinth. For more Biblical Study instructional videos, go to biblicalstudystudy.com. To study Greek grammar with us and patterns of language, go to mbts.edu. See you next time.